Good morning, everybody. Today's Wednesday, May 5th, and we're going to hand it over to Elliot for some quick information, and then we'll be right back.
Thank you, Bria. First of all, hello everyone on the Zoom. It is Cinco de Mayo, the day after. May the 4th be with you. I just wanted to say that on stream. So a lot of huge holidays happening today. And with that, I hope everyone has a great morning, great rest of your day. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Bria.
Thank you, Elliot. So I'm sitting down today with a very special guest. I have Dr. Johnson here. Hi, Dr. Johnson. How are you doing today?
Good, great, thanks.
We usually have him over on the Zoom side with Elliot, but we decided to switch things up and bring him in-house today for a little more personal Q&A and just to have fun. So to start, do you happen to know what happened on this day in history?
Well, I know some things that happened this day in history.
What?
So I know that today Alan Shepard was the first American in space.
That's what I was going to say. You totally read my mind on that one.
Great, yeah. Which he wasn't the first person in space, though.
Yes.
Somebody from Soviet Union, but in 1961, he was the first person in space, and he didn't even go all the way around the planet. It wasn't even a full orbit. It was like 14 minutes, up and right back down.
Wow. Just got the record, and he's like, nope, I'm done. Good for him, though. So question number 2, looking back this year on the pandemic, what have you taken away from being a former legislator and an educator?
So looking back on the pandemic, what have I taken away? I would say, and I think I've said this before on the Den, and that is truly if all the grown-ups would live up to the expectations we have of you in school every day, we'd figure out all the problems. And there's been a lot of conflict and challenges through the pandemic. But honestly, I think that if we would just remember what we teach in school every day and live by those standards, folks would figure things out, get along, and we'd get through it.
I second that. I totally agree with that. I think that teachers have done such a wonderful job this year during the pandemic, adjusting to the quick change of how it all happened last year, and they did such a great job putting the students first to get us the best possible education, and I'm so very thankful for that myself, because without all their hard work from everyone, even above the teachers, with like just education throughout the state, without all that hard work, like we might be in a totally different place today. So
well said.
Very thankful for all that.
Yep.
And one more question is, what are you looking forward to about the changes and new bills to the Alaska educational system?
What am I looking forward to with changes and new bills? Well, getting to be here in person, like, what else could I look forward to? This is so awesome. Like, everything else is kind of second. But, we've been working on a reading bill, and that one to me is really, really important because if a student can read proficiently by the end of 3rd grade, everything else in school, the rest of their school career is more enjoyable for them, easier for them, and better. It's easier for the system. And so to really focus everybody's attention on concentrating our efforts on those first few years of school, I think would be really important. So I'm really hoping that the state will come together and share a vision for everybody learning to read. And we know that impacts the whole rest of life. So that would be something I'm looking forward to.
That sounds amazing, to get all those children out there the opportunity to read and set them up for as much success as possible when they further on in their educational careers.
That's right.
Is there any other bills you would like to expand upon, or any other little educational tidbits?
There's a bill, Senator Stevens has a bill on civics education, which I think is really important, especially after all that we've seen this last year in terms of the election and all the conflict. I think it would be great to focus on civics education, so I hope that one goes somewhere too.
Me too. I think that'd be really great. And one final question, do you have any advice for the seniors here as we embark on all of our college journeys?
Advice for the seniors. Maybe a couple thoughts. One is, before I offer seniors advice, I would say to seniors, don't be afraid to offer advice to other people. Just because you're like being a senior, being at that point in life, looking forward, looking back, you have so much to offer in terms of your experience and your vision. And so speak up, speak out. I think it'd be good for all of us to hear from seniors. And then the other thing I'd say just about life in general is live on purpose. Sometimes you can get busy you're going to college, you're going to have classes, many of you will be working. Don't let life go by passively. Live on purpose. Look for meaning and be intentional and make every day something that you do on purpose. You get up and live on purpose all day long.
I like that a lot. I think that's very important to keep in mind as we all leave our high school and such the little safe space that we've been in the past 4 years and just grow as people and do what's next for us and what's in store. And we don't have any questions, so if there's any other updates that you'd like to push out or any other information before we wrap up, feel free to do so.
I don't have too much today other than really am grateful that you guys let me come in the studio. It looks so different in person. Meeting all you in person is kind of like meeting movie stars that you've never seen before, except on TV. And you're all awesome. I appreciate so much this year and getting up early. This has been one of the funnest parts of my whole last years doing the Den with you folks, so thank you so much.
Thank you. And I would like to say on behalf of myself and the rest of the crew, we are so grateful that we had this opportunity to make this show with you and go through this journey and really just do something for our community to keep them updated on the school board and just what's happening in the life of the school, and especially in the pandemic. I know there's lots of changes, so I think we are all very grateful to be able to help in this and deliver the information that's really critical to getting a good education and being a student in the school district. So we are very thankful that you gave us this opportunity to make this show.
Thank you. It's been great.
And with that, that's all we have for today. So thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to tune into our other live show at noon. And as always, ask any questions to www.asktheden.org. And have a great Wednesday.